Imagine this, a colossal force invisible to the human eye drifting silently through space. It has no surface, no boundary, just an unfathomable pull so powerful that nothing, not even light, can escape. A celestial phantom that could be lurking anywhere, moving unpredictably through the vast darkness of our Milky Way. You wouldn't see it coming. You wouldn't even know it was there until it was too late. It sounds like something from a sci-fi horror film, but what if I told you this isn't just speculation? Scientists now believe that rogue black holes, some as massive as millions of suns, might be roaming freely through our galaxy. Unlike the supermassive black holes that sit quietly at the centers of galaxies, these nomadic behemoths could be wandering undetected, slipping through the cosmic shadows. But if black holes are supposed to remain anchored in space, how do some break free? And what would happen if one came dangerously close to our solar system? The answers might surprise you and possibly terrify you. To understand this unsettling reality, let's first explore the origins of these cosmic wanderers. The birth of a rogue black hole. Not all black holes stay in one place. Some are created with immense velocity, catapulted into space at breakneck speeds. The two primary ways black holes become cosmic nomads are the supernova kick, birth of a stellar rogue. Most black holes form when a massive star, many times larger than our Sun, reaches the end of its life and collapses in on itself, triggering a violent supernova explosion. But this explosion isn't always symmetrical. Sometimes the collapse is lopsided, and the newborn black hole gets a kick from the explosion's force, launching it like a cannonball through space at speeds exceeding several million kilometers per hour. This effect, called a natal kick, has already been observed in neutron stars, stellar remnants that are cousins to black holes. Some neutron stars travel so fast that they could escape the Milky Way entirely. If similar kicks happen to black holes, it means they too could become cosmic drifters, moving aimlessly across the galaxy for millions, if not billions, of years. One confirmed example of this is a stellar mass black hole found about 5,000 light-years away from Earth in the Carina-Sagittarius spiral arm of our Milky Way. Using the technique of gravitational microlensing, where a black hole's gravity bends and magnifies the light of a distant star, astronomers detected this wandering black hole speeding through space at 160,000 km/h. That's fast enough to travel from Earth to the Moon in just 90 minutes. But while these stellar mass black holes are impressive, they're nowhere near as terrifying as their supermassive cousins. Black holes that are millions or even billions of times heavier than the Sun. Could those also become rogue wanderers? The answer is yes, and the process that sets them loose is even more dramatic. Galactic collisions. When giants break free now, let's imagine something on a galactic scale. Black holes don't always stay confined to one location, especially when galaxies collide. Our Milky Way is on a slow-motion collision course with its neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy, set to crash into us in about 4.5 billion years. When two galaxies merge, the supermassive black holes at their centers begin a gravitational dance, spiraling toward one another over millions of years. Eventually, they merge into a single, even larger black hole. But sometimes, this process isn't perfectly symmetrical. One black hole might be much more massive than the other, or the merger could happen at an angle, causing a sudden, uneven release of energy in the form of gravitational waves. These waves carry momentum, and if the imbalance is strong enough, it can create a gravitational recoil, essentially a powerful kick that ejects the newly merged black hole from the galaxy entirely. This has led to the terrifying possibility that some supermassive black holes are drifting through intergalactic space, completely untethered. In fact, astronomers have already spotted what could be an ejected supermassive black hole. A mysterious, elongated streak of young stars spanning 200,000 light-years was detected in deep space. Scientists believe it was created by a rogue black hole moving so fast that it left a wake of newly formed stars behind it. This suggests that not only do supermassive black holes become rogues, but they might even create entirely new star systems in their wake. So if black holes are out there moving through space, the next question is, could one be inside our own galaxy heading toward us? Do we have rogue black holes in the Milky Way? Here's where things get even more unnerving. Astronomers estimate that our Milky Way alone could be home to over 100 million black holes. Most of them are small, leftover remnants of dead stars. But among them, there could be thousands of rogue black holes, quietly drifting through the darkness. The problem? Black holes are nearly impossible to detect unless they interact with something. If they aren't actively feeding on gas or tearing apart stars, they're completely invisible. This means a rogue black hole could be passing relatively close to Earth right now and we wouldn't even know it. But scientists have found indirect ways to search for them. One method, as mentioned earlier, is gravitational microlensing. When a black hole moves in front of a distant star, it bends and magnifies the star's light, creating a temporary brightening effect. This technique helped researchers confirm the existence of a rogue stellar mass black hole about 5,000 light-years away. Another method involves looking for unexplained high-velocity objects. If a rogue supermassive black hole were drifting through the Milky Way, it would likely be surrounded by a small cluster of stars caught in its gravitational pull. A bizarre, fast-moving object discovered in 2021 might be just that, a massive black hole speeding through space with a tail of stars trailing behind it. If these black holes exist in our galaxy, that raises a terrifying possibility. Could one of them ever get close enough to disrupt our solar system? The short answer is yes, but it's extremely unlikely. While black holes are dangerous, space is unimaginably vast. Even if a rogue black hole were moving in our direction, the odds of it passing close enough to Earth to cause catastrophic effects are incredibly low. But what if, against all odds, one of these cosmic wanderers did come close to our solar system? The result would be nothing short of apocalyptic. What if a rogue black hole entered our solar system? It's a terrifying thought, but let's entertain the possibility. What if, hidden in the vastness of space, an unseen force was creeping toward us? A rogue black hole, drifting silently, growing closer with each passing year, completely undetected until it was too late. At first, we wouldn't notice anything unusual. Unlike an asteroid, which we might detect with telescopes, a black hole wouldn't reflect light or emit a visible glow. It wouldn't give off any warning signs, at least not right away. But as it drew closer, the effects would become impossible to ignore. Stage 1. The disturbance begins long before a black hole even reaches the inner solar system. Its immense gravity would begin disrupting planetary orbits. Neptune and Uranus, the outermost planets, would likely be the first to experience gravitational anomalies. Their orbits might shift slightly, perhaps just by a fraction at first, barely noticeable. Over time, this disturbance would grow stronger, altering the entire delicate balance of the solar system. If the rogue black hole passed too close to the Kuiper belt, the region beyond Neptune filled with icy objects, it could fling asteroids and comets inward toward Earth and the inner planets. At this stage, astronomers would likely detect something unusual, a pattern of orbital shifts across multiple planets, suggesting an unseen gravitational force lurking in the darkness. But even then, the real danger wouldn't become clear until the black hole moved closer. Stage 2. Tidal forces and chaos in the solar system. If the rogue black hole continued on a trajectory toward the Sun, its gravitational influence would grow exponentially. Even from a distance of tens of billions of kilometers, it would begin pulling at the outer planets, possibly even ripping moons away from their orbits. Jupiter and Saturn, being massive gas giants, might hold their ground, but their moons, including Europa, Titan, and Ganymede, could be violently ejected from their orbits, thrown into deep space or sent hurtling toward the inner planets. The asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter would likely destabilize, sending a cascade of space rocks spiraling toward Earth and the other inner planets. Earth's own orbit might start to shift, either elongating slightly or becoming more erratic. At this stage, humanity would be fully aware of the danger. Observatories worldwide would detect that an enormous invisible mass was approaching, and the world's space agencies would be in a race against time to figure out what to do. Stage 3. The black hole gets too close. If the rogue black hole passed, Within a few light-years of our solar system, the results would be catastrophic. The closer it gets, the more devastating its gravitational pull becomes. If it came within 1 light-year, it could completely destabilize the Oort cloud, a vast shell of icy debris surrounding the solar system. This would send millions of comets raining down toward the Sun and inner planets. If it passed within a few 100 billion kilometers, its gravitational force could pull the entire solar system slightly off its path around the Milky Way, altering its long-term stability. If it got any closer, within a few billion kilometers, Earth itself could be pulled out of its orbit, dooming the planet to either freeze in deep space or spiral into the Sun. At this stage, humanity's survival would be at stake. Governments would be working frantically to determine whether there was any way to escape the catastrophe. But could we actually do anything to stop a black hole? Could we defend ourselves against a rogue black hole? Unlike an asteroid, which could theoretically be deflected or destroyed, a black hole is different. You can't simply blow it up or push it away. It's a singularity, an object so dense that space and time itself warp around it. So would we have any options at all? Detecting it. Early, our first and best defense would be early detection. Right now, astronomers scan the skies for asteroids and comets, but dedicated efforts to search for rogue black holes are still in their early stages. If we improved gravitational wave detectors, we might be able to spot black holes much farther away, giving us more time to react. Future space telescopes could be designed specifically to detect invisible objects by observing how they distort light. If we detected a rogue black hole hundreds of years in advance, we might have a chance to prepare. But if we only spotted it decades or centuries before it arrived, we'd be in serious trouble. Moving the Earth. Yes, really, one wild theoretical idea is stellar propulsion. If humanity had centuries to prepare, we could attempt to move Earth itself. This might sound impossible, but some scientists propose using controlled nuclear explosions or giant solar sails to gradually shift Earth's orbit away from danger. This method, while fascinating, would require unimaginable levels of technology and planning. Right now, it's purely science fiction. Leaving the solar system if a rogue black hole was on a direct collision course, our best hope might not be saving Earth, but escaping it. Interstellar colonization, sending humans to another star system, has long been a topic of speculation. If humanity had the technology to build massive space stations or interstellar ships, we could try to escape to another star before the catastrophe struck. Unfortunately, we are nowhere near this level of technological advancement today. But if we started preparing now, who knows? Are rogue black holes really a threat? So, should we be worried? The good news is that space is vast beyond imagination. Even though black holes are incredibly dangerous, the odds of one actually drifting close enough to disrupt our solar system are astronomically low. But the fact remains, rogue black holes do exist. And the more we study the cosmos, the more we realize just how much we don't know about the hidden dangers lurking in the darkness. Perhaps even now, a rogue black hole is silently drifting through our galaxy, heading our way, unseen. But don't panic, at least not yet, because there's still one more mystery to explore. What if we're looking at black holes all wrong? What if instead of being cosmic destroyers, rogue black holes actually play a vital role in the formation of galaxies, planets, and even life itself? In the final section, we'll explore the surprising benefits of black holes and why they might be the architects of the universe itself. Are black holes the architects of the universe? So far, we've talked about black holes as terrifying cosmic threats, roaming monsters capable of swallowing entire planets, distorting time and wreaking havoc on the solar system. But what if we've been looking at them the wrong way? What if black holes are not just destructive forces but also creative ones? It sounds impossible. How could something that consumes everything around it also help build the universe? The answer lies in some of the most groundbreaking discoveries in astrophysics. Black holes and the birth of galaxies. Let's start with something mind-blowing. Without black holes, our Milky Way might not even exist. At the heart of almost every large galaxy in the universe, including our own, is a supermassive black hole. The one in the center of the Milky Way is called Sagittarius A, and it has a mass over 4 million times that of our Sun. But here's the strange part. Scientists believe that these black holes played a crucial role in forming the galaxies around them. In the early universe, collapsing clouds of gas and dust formed the first stars, but gravity alone wasn't enough to create full-fledged galaxies. Astronomers now think that supermassive black holes, by pulling in matter and expelling massive amounts of energy, helped shape galaxies, providing the gravitational structure necessary for stars and planets to form in stable orbits. Without them, galaxies might have remained scattered, disorganized clusters of stars instead of the beautifully structured spirals and elliptical galaxies we see today. So, in a very real way, we owe our entire galaxy, and possibly even our existence, to a black hole. Black holes might seed the formation of stars. You might think that black holes only consume matter, but some theories suggest they also play a role in creating stars. When a black hole feeds, it generates incredibly powerful jets of energy that shoot out in opposite directions at nearly the speed of light. These jets compress clouds of gas and dust, triggering conditions that can lead to star formation. This means that some of the stars in the night sky, including possibly our own Sun, may have been indirectly born from the influence of black holes. Could black holes be portals to other universes? Now let's go even deeper into the unknown. Some physicists believe that black holes might not just be dead ends in the universe, but gateways to something else entirely. One of the most fascinating theories suggests that the inside of a black hole might contain a new universe. According to this idea, when a black hole forms, the matter that gets pulled inside isn't destroyed. It simply gets restructured into a new reality. The singularity at the center of a black hole might not be an actual point of infinite density, but instead a bridge to another cosmos. Some even speculate that our own universe might have been born from a black hole inside a parent universe. If true, this would mean that black holes are not just engines of destruction, but cosmic seeds, birthing entirely new universes. Do we live inside a black hole? Here's a theory that will really make you rethink everything. What if our entire universe exists inside a black hole? Some physicists suggest that the Big Bang, the event that created our universe, might have been the moment when matter collapsed into a singularity inside a massive black hole in another universe. If true, then every black hole in our universe could be creating new universes of its own, forming an infinite web of connected realities. Could this mean that somewhere inside a black hole, an entirely different universe exists with its own laws of physics, stars, and planets? Maybe even life? It's a mind-bending idea, but one that continues to intrigue scientists and push the boundaries of our understanding. The paradox of black holes, destroyers or creators. So, are black holes cosmic threats or essential forces of creation? The answer is either both. On one hand, rogue black holes drifting through space pose a very real danger. Their immense gravitational pull could disrupt planetary orbits, tear apart stars, and even consume entire solar systems. On the other hand, supermassive black holes appear to be crucial to galaxy formation, star birth, and perhaps even the structure of the universe itself. And the more we learn about them, the more mysterious they become. What if black holes are not just random cosmic phenomena, but an essential part of how the universe works? What if their existence is necessary for the formation of galaxies, planets, and even life itself? Perhaps one day, we will unlock the secrets of these cosmic titans, and maybe, just maybe, we'll discover that black holes are not the end of everything, but the beginning of something far greater. Until then, the next time you look up at the stars, remember, somewhere out there, drifting silently in the cosmic abyss, a rogue black hole may be on its way. But don't worry. At least, not yet. Final thought. What do you think? Are rogue black holes a real danger, or are they just misunderstood forces of nature? Could black holes actually be portals to other universes? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the mysteries of space, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing explorations of the cosmos.